لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. وقل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلومه في الدارين. قال وعنه أي أن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله عنهما قال من الكبائر شتم الرجل والديه. قالوا يا رسول الله هل يشتم الرجل والديه؟ قال نعم، يسب أبا الرجل فيسب أباه ويسب أمه فيسب أمه. متفق عليه. وفي رواية إن من أكبر الكبائر أن يلعن الرجل والديه. قيل يا رسول الله كيف يلعن الرجل والديه؟ قال يسب أبا الرجل فيسب أباه ويسب أمه فيسب أمه. Allahu Akbar. So continuing with the chapter of the prohibition of disobedience of the parents and cutting off of one's relations. So here also another riwayat of Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So he narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said something to this effect, that among the kaba'ir, the major sins, is for a fellow to curse or vilify or revile or mention his parents, with some very ugly traits. Subject actually, or shatam, it entails all of those things. In other words, shatam basically, the origin of it is ugliness of the face. So in other words, you have very ugly characteristics, and cursing one another and throwing, this sort of evil, very ugly characteristics, and claiming them to be, and so and so and so and so. So, from among the major sins is to do such to your own parents, the shatam of your own parents. So obviously, of course, in this day and age, that might not seem so strange because things have really gotten out of hand. But in those days, and even when I was young, probably the elders in the community remember that children used to be respectful to their elders, to their parents. It was highly unlikely that anyone would ever curse or revile their parents. But of course, that's quite prevalent today. That's also mentioned from Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam to be among the signs of the closeness of the day of Qiyamah. In any case, at that time, of course, that was unheard of. So the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, will somebody actually revile and curse his parents? He said, yes. Not directly, but indirectly. How? As we say in the street language, what goes around comes around. So what happens is you start cursing or reviling somebody and reviling their father. So what does he do? He reviles your father. So you have indirectly caused that person to curse your father. So that curse comes on revelation, or that reviling comes onto your parents. And similarly, mothers. And also in another riwayat, a similar meaning, that among the kabair is to curse your parents. Who would curse their parents? Again, this day and age, it may not seem so strange, but of course in those days and in normal circumstances in traditional societies, that was unheard of. So again, the same answer. By doing so to someone else's parents, and they would reciprocate by cursing or reviling your parents. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we should be not only careful in our relationships with our parents and our relationships, but with everyone actually. And we're going to be hearing more about that in our Jummah Khutbah today. We heard about that. So we're going to be continuing these kind of things, the social constructors and social destructors. What are they? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all tawfiq to learn them, understand them, and implement them. Ameen thumma ameen wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.